Hello, and welcome to The King is Watching. So, this is a bit of an interesting title, just released today at the time of recording, and it is a game about, essentially it's like a tower defense type thing. It's, well, city defense really I should say. We have to manage and look after and manage a kingdom, and then defend it from various waves of enemies that will be coming our way. And I have played the demo of this before. If you're wanting to see that on the channel, it is available. And because I played the demo, we've got this little message at the start here where we're going to get a pouch of coins towards our new reign due to our efforts in the demo that have now passed on into legend. So we'll get a little bit of a starting bonus. But we'll get into it. And here we are. Ooh, what's this? Maybe we had a weird dream or something. Your Majesty, the kingdom stands ready, though much remains to be built. Let us proceed to your tower. There are matters most urgent to attend to. Oh, it's a weird goose person. Right. Should this be your first time, I highly recommend starting with the tutorial. It will provide all the guidance you need to rule wisely. We might want to start with that as well, because it has been, I think, since the demo, it must have been about a year or so. Right. New building of... Right, so welcome to your kingdom. I am Gustav, your loyal advisor. I'm here to remind you how to manage your kingdom. Strong economies build strong empires. To start off, build a couple of wells. They produce water, which is essential for basic production. So, to get us started with... Oh, looks like this tile's got a debuff on. Anyway, we'll get started because time is moving while we're doing this. Your kingdom depends on your supervision. Only buildings within the area of your gaze covers will work. Right. So basically, the way this works, we can move it using the set rotate. Yeah, Q and E to rotate, WASD to move. Anyway, the way that all this essentially works, I'll just pause it up here so we can control the time up here. We've got the week that we're on up there, and essentially waves of enemies are going to go down here through the town up to the gates, and they're going to attack us. And this is like the big city in that we're residing, and us and our peasants and workers and that are all in a fight for our lives to prevent the kingdom from falling. But unfortunately, all of our peasants are lazy sods. Even though, you know, we're literally fighting to survive, no, they're all completely useless, and they'll only do work when our gaze is on them. So we can see the little peasants here cranking the well. We move away, and the peasants are gone. They've gone home. They've clocked off. Anyway, we're going to put on some... Well, put on another well. Now we've got water, we can plant some fields and water them. So we're going to get some wheat. Lovely, and we can see our resources going up at the bottom here. Nice and simple. Right. It's not only about the growth of the economy, but defending against enemies. We know the goblins have planned to invade the castle. We can view them on the timeline. There they are, so there's a prophecy that 4 goblin bandits will arrive. You cannot recruit any skilled troops yet, so arm your peasants, construct a peasant's hut and recruit a couple of them. The recruitment cost is listed on the building tooltip. So it will cost 30 water, 15 wood and 15 wheat to build the peasant's hut, and I think it's 8 wheat, it says up there, to get 1 peasant farmer. Well, 1 peasant militiaman, whatever you want to call it. Right. So we can start with that. And then I think we'll put some forests up. Well, not really a forest, it's a single tree. We'll do that there and there. And we'll move our gears to these three. Or maybe that 8 wheat is the upkeep or something. Anyway, we've got the peasant farmer out there. The hut has reached its recruitment limit. If you want to recruit more peasants, you'll need to build a new hut. Right. And we'll get both of those as rewards. Gold doesn't grow on trees unless you tax them. You can get gold by selling resources at the market. Your next priority should be gathering enough materials to build it. Right, so we need some more grain, some more wheat. So we'll work the wheat field and these wells. Right, and nearly there. Right, you have everything required for the market. You should build it now. It's complete. Good job. To start selling, you need to choose the type of resource you're going to sell. Right now, you only have wheat. Open the management and select the wheat icon. Guess we can't sell wood. Because that we've got plenty of that. We could have sold some wood, but oh well. The next prophecy is more goblin bandits. Right. So we might want another small peasant's hut. And we'll work away until we've got our maximum amount of peasant militiamen. Oh, actually, oh, these other banners along the way. I thought it was just the different coloured one, but no, there's other ones along the way, isn't there? I thought that just meant like the end of a week or something. Right. There's quite the enemy force coming up then. We want to be careful. Right, let's try to get on to this so that we're hiring... Oh, we're out of wheat. We should build like a farming block. Yeah, this will be a problem. Claim all these. You received an archery. Some proper troops will be useful as raids are getting tougher. Yep, I can say that again. Right, we'll need some iron and some gold. Okay. Right. Our ore is going up. Ah, we don't need iron, we just need the ore. Right. And now we're getting plenty of wheat. We have to have some to sell as well to make that gold, so that's going to be a problem when we get to it, but for now, let's see what we can do. Right. Yeah, we just need that gold now. Slowly but surely making it. We'll be getting some more peasant militiamen as well. So we should be able to do the next raid. 3 bandits, 1 crossbowman. Right, we've hit our troop limit. Recommend you purchase upgrade as soon as possible. So yeah, not only do these have a unit cap, so we need to build more of these if we want more peasant militia. But even if we say went and made an archery, we wouldn't be able to have more troops because we've got a unit limit down here as well, which we're going to raise. Right, we've nearly got the gold for it. There we go. Right. I think the archer also needs gold as well to function, so... might be an idea to get some soon. Okay, we get a magic school and crystal mines now. Stuns enemies for 4 seconds. Bosses have 50% stun resistance. Applies 30% move speed and attack speed buff to your troops in an area for 6 seconds. Let's go with Wrath. Crystal Mine and Magic School. Looks like you have received a spell. Some of them can drastically change the tide of battle or give you bonuses. Drag and drop them into the battlefield when the opportunity arises. You can produce your own spells with the buildings you have just received. We're going to need a lot of money, aren't we? And our wheat is nearly out. So we're going to need a lot more of it. Right. We should be able to get through this. I hope. We won't. Okay. The peasant farmer goes out. Problem is now is they're trickling out one at a time. Oh, we're out of wheat. This could be a problem. I will say I'm glad I did the tutorial because I'm definitely rusty. But it does look like once they get focused on the wall, they don't focus on your troops anymore because that one guy managed to kill them all then. You've been given a prophecy. You can determine the next 3 waves of enemies that will attack you. Stronger foes bring better rewards. But not all treasure is meant to be won. An enemy wave that's too strong could wipe your castle away. Make your decision. Okay, so I've definitely improved all like the UI and things here. So wave 1. Because it used to be this had just like come up with 3 boxes and you just pick one. But yeah, we've got this now. So let's start off easy. It looks like you can maybe double up on these as well. Goblin Pig. Established production. Veteran barracks. Right, wave 2, and wave 3 will have 2 goblin pigs, I guess. Oh, these are in a... we have to... okay, I see. I think I get it. We have to put these in, don't we, I'm guessing? These inevitable ones. I thought this meant that these are going to happen anyway, but no, these have to happen. We have to slot them in, so... They look easy. Okay, mind you, it only lets us put in... Which one of these? Basic production, resources. Okay, so... And then we can put in... So we have to have 3 inevitable ones, 1 for each wave, but then we can slot in. So this is rewards basic production. That looks like a tech card. So let's go for troop training here, and then there's established production or veteran barracks. I guess established production. I'm wondering if like established production is a tech or if it's just like maybe it means like a better production building. Anyway, we need some wheat. Here they come. Building is almost run out of resources. When the limit is reached, it will be destroyed, so be prepared to replace it with another. Sorry, most troops you can recruit have their own unique traits that affect the battlefield in some way. Some troops work exceptionally well with others. You can view the traits you have by hovering over a building. Okay. Unit trait, plus 4% for HP of warrior troops for each crossbowman. Plus 1% of production for each peasant on the battlefield. Oh, 1% to all production, so yeah. If you had a huge peasant army, it'd massively increase your production. Interesting. Planning the layout of your whole castle is formidable, so if you ever need to move something, you can do so by holding shift and dragging it to a new tile. Moved buildings suffer production penalty for some time, so resort to this only when you must. Right, let's put that crystal mine there. Okay, we need more wheat. We've sold it all. Now we need another troop. Right. Go, peasant, go! Oh dear, the next wave's on their way. Yeah, this is probably where we die. But I think I've figured out how to do it all. Come on, get more troops. Go! Yeah, we're dead. Looks like, have a look at the people's morale. Different kings have different morale effects. For you, the damage dealt for all your troops is boosted. There are different ways to increase it, such as producing wine. Damn. Well, we're dead. Almost certainly we're dead. We are getting the wheat we need. Right, get these troops out. We're probably not going to be able to do much with them. Just look at that wall of crossbows. Christ alive, that is... yeah. Right. There goes all of the wheat. Here comes the Goblin Pig King. Right. Okay, we've got some wheat. But it doesn't matter, we've lost. Right. Let's get into a proper game anyway. So we've got village, graveyard. Okay, so it looks like you'll unlock things that you'll be able to choose from between here. Easy mode, all buildings and units are cheaper and deal more damage. Okay. And we'll get different kings that we can unlock. All with derpy looking portraits. So we're going to start with King Baldwin. He can summon peasant militia, boost production of buildings for a little while, get resources of our choice in exchange for gold. Lumber mills, give more wood, extra loot. After killing a boss, can get established production building blueprint. Okay. An extra loot 2 after killing 2 bosses can get a legendary artifact. And then we've got advisor slots. Okay, I don't know how many of these are active because they're greyed out, so we'll see. 1 fewer bosses than usual will attack. No challenges except royal masters can be completed. So I'm guessing we have to beat it on easy mode before we unlock the yeah, because there's a threat level here, so we can increase that more slightly. Right, let's go. Touch a ball to reveal your fate. Goblin Warlord Gorzog, Warlord of the Horde. The goblins are perpetual opportunists. They engage in looting, plundering, and ruining people's day, even during an apocalypse. And then there's Gorzog. Towering grotesquely above his king, he's roughly siege tower sized and equally subtle. No one's sure what or whom he's been eating, but it's clearly not involved in a balanced diet. He leads through brute force, casual cruelty, and a strict biggest club wins philosophy. His warfare strategy is to swing first, ask questions never, and leave complex planning to smaller minds, which admittedly includes nearly everyone. Right, the boss decided not to activate this mod for now, so we've got an easy mode boss. Right, hopefully it'll go better than the tutorial. We're going to put down our wells, lovely. And once we can, we're going to put down the fields. Right. Got plenty of water now. Let's get some fields put down. Lovely. Right, we're gonna need. Oh, we will need a tree at some point as well. We're gonna want to need a little bit more water. There we go. Right. Getting plenty of wheat. Now we'll get some wood. And we should be able to build all the things that we need then. I'll put the market on the curse tile, I guess. Right. Peasants go there. Get the peasant militias ready. We've got 1 goblin at the gates. Any second now. Boom. Peasants. There we go. A levy barracks. Base production. Right, we will go for... Let's see. Archery requires iron ore. We don't have that yet, so we probably want to go for militia camp. Basic production building. We can get a big well, grey bushes, or crystal mines. We'll do crystal mines so we can go into magic maybe later on. And we'll keep this simple. Yeah. Mind you, that would give us a spell. Yeah, let's go for the spell. And then we can start doing some magic and so on. Do we want anything else? Like barracks, advanced production, building upgrades? Let's put this one at the end here. So at the very end we've got a big fight. Let's try and get our militia ready by then. Gratuitous fires, forest spirits. Legends abound of luminous beings that haunt the woods, leading the lost to their doom or unexpected fortune. Lately they have been guiding your subjects to bountiful berries and herbs, to great profit for the merchants. However, as more people flock to the woods, some warn the spirits may grow displeased, turning their blessings to curses. Tax of forest goods, receive 10 of each resource. Spirits mate for good mana crystals, receive some mana crystals. Construct a shrine, receive magic school. Yep, we're doing that. Right. You promise the spirits a beautifully constructed shrine. Delighted by the gesture, they become cooperative, eagerly sharing ancient magical knowledge. Right. And there's our magic school. Right. We'll need... For that we'll need some gold and some lumber. We also want to get the militia camp up and going. So once we've got a nice amount of food here, we'll shift focus to chopping down those trees. Right. We've got a good amount. Let's get some trees going. Our militia should be enough to deal with this. Yep, there they go. And we've won. Next wave is on its way. Right. Let's get a militia camp set up as well. And a magic school. As well as a research table. That's going to need water, gold and wood. Right, well we're getting the gold now. But yeah. Let's get the... We've got the wood. Now we need some water. The barracks will go for Black Sheep Barn. Creates helpless black sheep that provide morale. Other buildings may have use for them. Okay. Maybe just another militia camp. I mean, I'd go swordsman, but we don't have an iron mine, so just another militia camp for now, I think. Right, water is fine. Research table there. And we're going to need a bit of gold to get the magic school up and running. It's going to research a basic production building. And the magic school can now be built. Actually, let's get the militia going here, and then we want... We can't build the crystal mine, we need ore. So that's going to be a thing. Oh, this is going to be rough. What does this need? We need wood and wheat. Okay, we're doing okay, but this big one's just got involved now. Right, we should have 2 more militiamen coming out. And this guy, there we go. The big goblin is on half health. Coming up next, we've got 2 goblin swordsmen. Choose a spell. Summons an infernal creature to fight for you. Creates a fissure that damages enemies. Demon summoning, why not? Right. Fuel pump gives us oil. Okay, interesting. But it requires iron to build. Sells furniture for green currency, 1 town denarii. Halts production during endless mode. Makes flour out of wheat. Like, we can make this, so let's like actually get the mill. It looks like our 2 militiamen here managed to do the job. We're going to need some more wheat before we can make more troops, which we are going to need. Well, there's only 2 coming, but so we might be fine for the moment, but there we go. We've got a little bit of an army forming now. Then we're going to need some wood as well, because the militia camp needs wood too. Trader. So this is where we spend our denarii then. Vineyard, fisherman's hut, mill, bone pit. Spawns small skeletons. 2% damage dealt by and HP of undead troops for each small bones on the battlefield. So the more of them there are, the better they do. Can create flour upon death. Passively increases damage dealt and HP of undead troops. Interesting. We could get 2 bone pits and start generating skeletons to fight for us. We could buy some spells here. There's what we've got here. Receives a pending reward. Troop training, a mill. Oh, these building upgrades. Passively increases damage dealt by and HP of flying troops. Increases efficiency and speed. Now consumes 3 flour. 3 wheat to produce 2 flour. Or we can just buy some resources. When your troops die, a blade is sent flying into the enemy. Heal your castle for HP when a production building is depleted. Gain 3 gold for each point of damage dealt to your castle. Interesting. I'm very tempted with the bone pits. It just requires water, is the thing, isn't it? What does it... well, at least that's what it says. Let's buy those. And continue. Right, we'll produce some more troops. Oh, we can't. Right, we need a troop upgrade. That's why it's not building any more there. Okay. Right, we'll produce some troops. Um, let's see. Then, if we want to produce these, we might need to get rid of something. Right, let's get a troop upgrade. And I might even look at getting a broader gaze. Looks like we're easily going to overcome this. His health's disintegrating, there we go. Denari, a barracks, we will go for a what's a madhouse then? Recruits madmen that use hit and run tactics and poison enemies. Interesting. Whipmen, these troops use their whips to buff the attack and move speed of their allies. And they're all about gold for hiring them. I guess that. 2 basic production buildings. Gold mine seems good. A clay mine. Then we can start, I guess, getting bricks and things. Give a 10% chance that your units will completely block damage. Allows clay, grapes and crystals to be traded at the market. Let's go with the indestructible shield. We got a random building. Right, let's put in the inevitable things here. 45 resource. Goblin giant. Let's just go with goblin bandits then. And then this one for some denarii at the end. In fact, let's put the middling one there, the easier one at the end, and then the easy one will give, let's see, veteran barracks, kingdom infrastructure. 10 goblin bandits. I'd like some established production and a building upgrade. Let's try that. Okay. For generations, the kingdom has relied on the most effective method for measuring grain reserves, the jump test. A volunteer leaps into the pile, their survival proving the granaries are full. Today, peasant Willard's attempt ends with a sickening thud, followed by a murmured realization from the gathering crowd, "We've too little grain to survive winter." Your advisors urge swift action to provide your kingdom and reputation. Oh, to protect your kingdom and reputation. Ridiculous way of doing things, but okay. Blame the volunteer. Choose reward. Basic production ×2. Blame the farmers. Receive building wheat field. Blame the method. Receive 100 grain. We'll get some basic production buildings. Right. We blame the peasant Willard for being an enemy saboteur, an explanation that is quickly embraced by the relieved farmers. He becomes infamous as the traitor, and his treason motivates peasants to work even harder for the kingdom's good, to separate them from that treacherous snake. They even come up with some design suggestions for your buildings. Brilliant, you know, he goes and kills himself for no good reason, and then we blame him for it. Fantastic. Right. Once this construction has been active for some time, it can be upgraded into a resource building of your choice to produce any of the following. Oh, so we could turn it into a gold mine. Okay. Right. Let's just put that over there for now. I think we want these skeleton pits in finally. Okay. Well, the skeletons, it seemed, take a while to produce. Right. And we're going to need more wood to increase our unit capacity again. Right, this should be a fairly easy fight. We can have a resource. Let's get metal, I guess. And a building upgrade. Each active market provides morale, boosts production by 25%, passively increases damage dealt by and HP of flying troops. We'll get a better market, because we don't have flying troops. And we're out of water for the skeletons. Right. That should be plenty. He says. I'm trying to think now, why would it not? Oh, we've hit the limit again. 320 for the next one, God. Right, well, we'll keep going. We've nearly got these trees chopped down. Okay, those goblins really did a number on us. Iron mine, we finally get one. Right, and we want iron mine and a tree. Right, we'll produce some more skeletons. There we go. And then we're going to see if we can get some gold from this wheat. And it'll cost 45 gold in order to start doing anything at the magic school. Right. This will be interesting. Looks like the skeletons might not be the best troops. But oh well. The fodder at least. Basic production, we will get... well, we've got an iron mine. I guess we'll get a gold mine. And provides you with troop stat upgrades. Interesting. Heals injured troops while active. Generates basic spells. We've got a magic school. Let's go with a hero statue. And it takes crystals. Ah, right, maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I think the next build cost, that must be like to build another magic school, I guess. Okay, interesting. Let's put a mill there. I think it might be time we got rid of the peasant huts. in favour of like skeletons and militiamen here. Wait a minute, can I build there? Noel's Palace. You can drive away by purchasing the upgrades in the upgrade tree. Ah, so we can get more space. Okay. But we can't move there right now. Can I get rid of a building? Demolish buildings. Well, let's have this fight happen. It looks like we get a new prophecy after this. Need water for the skeletons. We're going to need a lot more water. Now we've got them. Just. Now we've got 100 to spend. We could get another bone pit. Does nothing but has useful passive upgrades. With a Buddhist temple we can get hunters. Produce hunters that slow down enemies with their ranged attacks. Not bad. Goldsmith's farm produces multiple resources at the same time but slower. Interesting. Winery, we've got turn enemies to sheep for 3 seconds. Call a meteorite to a specified location. Poison puddle. Okay. Troop training. Efficiency of the mill. Iron mine can be upgraded, or we can go for some passive like relics here. Increase the lifetime of all temporary units. Reduces the second King's ability button. Units stun an enemy once every 20 attacks. None of them amazing. What would troop training do exactly? I want to try what this is. Oh, we've got pending rewards. I guess a clay mine. Iron mine and choose an upgrade for your troops. So this is the troop upgrade we got. Ride, well, it's going to have to be warriors, isn't it? Plus 15% HP. Okay. I'm assuming that lasts now. Right. Now if we turn away from this tree, we should be able to get militiamen as well. We're taking a lot of damage, but we are slowly hitting them. Now we're hitting them quite a lot. So our troops have just been produced, and there we go. A bit rough, but we got through. We can do swordsman now. Basic production. Let's go for a crystal mine. I guess a proper iron mine. Or maybe we'll go vineyard. Yeah, because we haven't got one. Turning them to sheep isn't bad, but just a fissure that damages. A bit more reliable, because they'll turn back from being sheep. Healer mages join you each time you upgrade your gaze. Central cell in the castle now works even when you are not watching. Yes. Prophecy. Let's not go too crazy then, so put the easier one at the final wave. Resources, barracks, resources. Okay, let's put One sun-faced. And this there then. Okay. There's a building upgrade there. And some denarii at the end. Right, let's go with that. See what this sun faces. Your kingdom's lumberjacks, famed for their resilience, have braved every winter until now. The winter's unprecedented cold has claimed many, late found as lumberjack-flavoured popsicles. The survivors now demand health insurance, reasonable hours, and even something other than grog to fight the cold. How will your grace handle their audacity? Improve their quarters. Receive spell deforestation. Allow more rest time by introducing shifts. Receive building sawmill. Dispatch soldiers to motivate them. Receive some troops. And receive resources. Yeah, we'll get some wood. Let's get the sawmill. Right, you establish shifts to give them some much needed rest. Morale improves noticeably, but your advisors are baffled by the sudden increase in lumberjack themed poetry readings and knitting clubs during downtime. They even come up with an idea of how to expand your kingdom's lumber production and propose a new felling zone. Yay? Good for me. Right. That's not good. Summon demon. Oh, these are one-time uses. Oh, okay. Well, we probably used that correctly then. Might as well, if we're gonna use it on the boss. And we get another bone pit. Right. Okay. So I think it's time we demolished the peasants' huts. And we should put in, let's see. We've got quite a few now. Maybe a swordsman or a whipman's barracks. There's a hero statue. I think we definitely want a crystal mine somewhere. I think we can get rid of this. I also need more wheat now. Okay. Well, the skeletons didn't fare very well. Oh, and this is always active, isn't it now? It's that bonus we got. This could be a problem. Right, that did a decent amount to them. We're going to need water, and we're going to need to get those troops out pretty quick. Right, bone pits, go! Yeah, Castle health is getting pretty bad now. Oh crap, the next wave's on its way. That's not good. Yeah, I've got cavalry and everything. And our bone pits weren't working. I'd got it on there and I've just realised I was looking at the fight and it's like, yeah, the bone pits aren't working there. You might want to, you know, get that happening, get something going. Right, we've got 20 health and it's depleting quick. We're about to get some troops though. There we go. 3 troops have entered the battlefield, but it's not going to be good enough. We are down. We get 12 currency. Not bad for our first attempt. So gallery council upgrades. Right, let's start because we've got some fun playing the demo. Let's go with upgrades. Council. I guess challenges might allow us to make more of this currency back quick. So let's see what we've got. So we can select an advisor. Provides 5% boost to the production of all buildings. Challenges. Defeat bosses in a single run to unlock this king's abilities. Rewards are available. I'll just click on that. Nope. Okay. What's that? Kill your first enemy. Yay! Town Denari and Ascension Crystals. These currencies are used to purchase upgrades. Town Denari are rewarded by defeating enemy waves and bosses. Ascension Crystals claimed each time you successfully beat a new threat level or complete a challenge. Right. Interesting. Then we've got the upgrades here. Receive wine at the start of the run. Receive more wine at the start of the run. And there's different categories. At the start of the run you'll receive a tile enchanter, a building that can place a seal of production on a tile. Okay. This goes into wine, then magic school, so you'll receive a magic school at the start. They'll increase spell damage, and new buildings, archmages, university, and the magic ball. A starting spell here. We're going to tile enchanters. Okay. Geese, training field, stables, worm riders. So I guess that's going to be like cavalry units. Extra troop limit upgrade. Troop limit upgrade. Extra research table. Interesting. So I'm guessing that must be like production buildings and like economy stuff. So this might be combat maybe? Yeah, troop limits, cannons and things. Flying units. Banish the nobles. Remove 3 noble palaces from your castle. The 3 tiles can be used for building. Run start bonus, more starting bonuses. So that's a big one to get there. Unlock upgrades for troops and miscellaneous buildings. Then we start getting to these weird units there. Banish more nobles. Troops camp. Banish more nobles there. Tile seal. Place a magic seal on one of the tiles in your castle. Any building placed on the tile receives boost to production. Okay. So this seems like lots of like magic stuff. With like these and, you know, like flying units and spells and stuff. Combined with getting rid of nobles and... yeah, I guess... yeah, a bit of an eclectic mix over there. The green one seems to be unlocks new playable kings. Unlocks first royal quest. Okay. Unlocks new advisors. What the hell? A giant spider? Are these all advisors? Yes, they look to all be advisors. One's a cat. Okay. And more advisor slots toward the end. Yeah, there and there. Okay. Very weird way of doing upgrades, but okay. Let's start with some basic stuff. So, let's get a tile seal. These seem to be quite good. Then I guess we'll see what other starting things we could go for. Another tile seal, more building upgrades, and another tile seal. We don't want any of these yet. And I don't really want more advisors. This looks like something to invest in a bit later on in the game. I think we should probably stick with these to upgrade trees for now. I think the easiest thing to go for is going to be to go here and then go for the banishment nobles, and that should give us some more building slots because we were starting to run out of space then. Right, I think that's going to do it though. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more The King is Watching, and hopefully we'll be able to beat our first scenario then. Because definitely getting better. I was definitely doing a lot better then than I was in the tutorial. So I think we could definitely, with a couple of upgrades, get through that. Seems very doable. But then it's probably going to be a case of we'll end up doing different ascension levels and getting these crystals and that. So, but that's what we use them on. So we use ascension. So we beat the game on higher difficulties to unlock. Where is it? We unlock new playable kings, troop upgrades along the top, and even advisor slots and things. Right. So, well, let's see if we can beat it on the easiest mode next time. I'll see you then.